Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying world of EFED Broadcast Channel. Before we dive into the heart-pounding action, let's set the stage with a brief disclaimer. The following content is an EFED Broadcast Channel event created within the WWE 2K universe. All characters, storylines, and events are fictional and exist solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real-life individuals, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised. This show may contain intense simulated combat, dramatic rivalries, and over-the-top personas. It's all in good fun, but please remember that these are digital avatars, so grab your imaginary popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and let's get ready to rumble. Now, let the virtual battles commence.
I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the higher.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk Podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. So, let's get into it. Well, first, like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. Alright. So, SmackDown was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So, before SmackDown, The Rock did another 16-minute promo. And he was talking about Cody again and the fans. It got me, and he got slapped for it, man. So let me talk about this first, though. Because this goes back to when he slapped Cody, all right, in Las Vegas. So it's cool for The Rock and Roman to get mad about people talking about their family, and they want to put hands on people then, right? That's what we're saying, right? So what about the times people talking about Cody's dad? And maybe it's a soft spot for me, because my dad and all that good stuff, but Cody should have been putting hands on people then, is what they saying. Cody should have been putting hands on people, is what they saying. Which he did. He did, and then The Rock's the last person to be talking about people, like kids of mistakes. The Rock's the last person to be talking about stuff like that. Because, yes. It's 20 age difference between his sister and his brother. Cool. But The Rock's first daughter is there's a 14 gap between his other kids. So what are we saying, Rock Dog? What are we saying? Now, I know we just trying to spot ratings, or get some shit going, which he got slapped for. Now, what brings me into Fox. Back in the day, it didn't matter. Back in the day, we used to have on Raw, SmackDown, whatever. We used to have 11:05, not 11, and not 10, like 10:05, 11:05, like a gap there. So if anything was trying to happen, it can happen. And then if we need to go over 11 and go over that 11:05, 10:05, we could. But here's what Fox did. That was a bit stupid situation. When that statement was happening last night, not last night. When that statement was happening Friday, they ended early. They ended it. I want to say 5:58. Like the words, like they ended came up early, and then when Cody did the slap, they still ended early, like a minute early still. So like, and Fox don't care because SmackDown's on the road to USA soon anyway. Alright, so they don't care, and they probably wouldn't have gave him the extra time anyway. So, but still, that was horrible. Like I can't wait for SmackDown to get off Fox. I can't wait because because if it was USA would have gave him more time, and it wouldn't have been that hard turn off or ending it that way. That wouldn't have happened. And then more stuff would have gave leeway to certain things too, with promos and time, and what they can do with certain angles and stuff too. So I just can't wait for that to happen. So there's something else I got to talk about. So a friend of mine, she said something about she's happy Cody's getting the opportunity in his story. Alright, but what about Bailey? What about Bailey? And Bailey should main event one of the nights. I got news for you. That was never gonna happen. Before Punk getting hurt, or after Punk getting hurt, that was never gonna happen. That was never gonna happen. Like, if Charlotte did the main event of WrestleMania the last 2 years, and Becky didn't main event a WrestleMania the last 2 years, hell, if Rhea didn't main event a WrestleMania the last week, hinting on why she got at Elimination Chamber, because it was our hometown and everything. But she was never gonna main event WrestleMania. This is before Punk getting hurt or after Punk getting hurt. It wasn't gonna happen. Like, it wasn't gonna happen. Like I got more beef about her not being in posters and her not being on certain events than anything else. Anything else. But as far as her main eventing a Mania, that was never in the cards. I got news. Like that was never gonna happen. That was never gonna happen. All right, and even if she didn't win the Royal Rumble, right, and it was somebody else, some other female that like Charlotte or anybody, they wasn't for the main event one of the nights either. So like to even say that, no, it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. Like that's not a thing. That was never gonna be a thing there. To even get mad about or upset about it. So I'll lead him to the Hall of Fame, which they put him in the new game coming out. They also so he in the Hall of Fame, and he was at one of the WrestleManias back in the day. So alright, they always give you one odd Hall of Fame inductee. So that means his daughter's gonna be there. So Ali's not living anymore. So so there's that. Speaking of Hall of Famers, or not Hall of Famers. Speaking of Hall of Famers, because about Paul. So Brock Lesnar Wasn't supposed to be in the game. But recently, he, um, recently he wasn't supposed to be in the game or on the active roster. Neither one of those. But recently, over the weekend, I wouldn't say it started Friday or it started Saturday. Saturday night, it started like getting around, and then all Sunday, it was getting around that Brock is back on the active roster, and then he's in the game now too. So my and I don't quote me on this, but what I feel is gonna happen is Brock's gonna get back, get it like Brock's gonna get back some of his stuff. I think Brock is gonna I think Brock is gonna induct Paul to the Hall of Fame. I think Brock is gonna induct Paul to the Hall of Fame. I think this is why this has happened. And Brock might get in WrestleMania too. Now, I don't know if he gets the match he was supposed to get against Gunther. I don't know if that's happening still. But I believe that Brock they're gonna ease Brock back in. They're gonna ease him back in little by little. They're gonna, it won't be. He might not get everything this year, but I think Brock may be shown at the Hall of Fame because here's the thing: the accuser that's going after Vince, not really going after Brock. Like his name he was just mentioned in the letter. He was just mentioned as a person that did stuff with the shit. The accuser. Alright, and she's not saying that she didn't want that to happen. So, because she's going after Vince. Vince is the one here, not Brock. So, I think the people in charge of WWE is trying to ease Brock back in little by little and see what happens and see how excuse me, see how it goes. Whether it's a big outroar or people just don't care. We gotta wait and see on that because it might not be like it may ease Brock into certain things. Like he might not be at Mania, because I don't think they can flip that around now, unless they do something at Mania and Brock takes out the guy that's supposed to wrestle Gunther, and then Brock puts himself in that match, and Gunther says okay about it. And then that's what we get. We get Gunther versus Brock then. But I don't know if they're gonna do it full. I think they want to test to see what happens with Brock. Because truth be told, they were too early on taking stuff from Brock, or try to just erase him. Now I wouldn't have had him at Rumble either. But as far as trying to erase him or maybe people forget it, they wasn't gonna forget about Brock. Now that that's settled, and again, they're not going after Brock. They're going after Vince. Vince is, Vince is a non-issue. Brock is not a non. Like if it was something more about Brock in that letter or being accused of stuff, that's different. But the accuser just mentioned him in the letter. She didn't say anything bad about him. again, she's going after Vince because she wants her money. You know, she wants her money. If she didn't get her, if she got her money, Vince would probably still be here. You know, once Vince reneged on giving her money, that was it. That was the straw that broke Hamlin's back. And listen, I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying what they did, or I'm not saying what Vince did to her is right. Because it's not. It's not. But she's not going after Brock. She's not. So they can ease Brock back in. Pause. I don't say that like a couple times now. But they can ease him back in. And see what happens with him. See if the fans care. See if I mean, you're gonna get some negativity towards it, some, because people got their opinions and people don't say something. But if the good outweighs the bad of it, then they'll put more stuff with Brock in it. Like if the good outweighs the bad, then we'll see. We'll see then, But as far as I think he's gonna be at the Hall of Fame. I think he's gonna introduce. I think they're gonna try to make him introduce Paul, and maybe Paul said, "I need Brock there." Like maybe that happened, because again, Paul didn't want to be. Paul didn't want to be in the Hall of Fame the first time they asked him to be in the Hall of Fame. So maybe he had some stuff for him to say yes. And maybe Brock was one of them. Because Brock's real close with, regardless of what we see on TV. Brock and Paul Heyman are real close. Alright? Like Brock and Shelton Benjamin are close too. Like Paul, I'm not sure which kids, but Paul is the godfather of Brock Lesnar's kids. Alright, so is Shelton Benjamin. So, that's close. So I wouldn't be surprised if Brock's there. Maybe he doesn't induct them, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's there. And they show him. I can see that happening. I can. So, saying that. SmackDown was good though. I enjoyed SmackDown. They need to get AJ. Whatever AJ's doing, they need to get him there. None of this, him not showing up or him not being there at all. Or we getting these video of him. No, like I'm not a fan of LA Knight like that, but he deserves better than what he's getting right now. I'm a fan of Orton versus Logan Paul versus KO. I'm a fan of that angle. I understand LA Knight was supposed to get that. Like it was supposed to be LA Knight versus Logan Paul for the United States title, but it didn't happen. So but I do believe that Logan Paul deserves, not Logan Paul, LA Knight deserves better than what he's getting right now. That and the push is obvious over with, and how white hot he was 6 months ago, that has died down. That has died down, and some of that has WWE. Like for one thing, they should have never let him fight Roman. They should have never let him fight. They maybe because the AJ situation, he got hurt, and they had to replace AJ with LA Knight. Shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. Like this makes 2 times they done this. Well, LA Knight was one of them, and I'm gonna say his name and I'm gonna let it go. The other one was Ryback. Okay, but um, like the push that he was getting is similar to what happened to Ryback. Like, and but but in this case, LA Knight should have never. I mean, they should have never let LA Knight fight Roman. And he got pinned, and then what people thought was gonna happen to Cody was happening to LA Knight now, and he's just drowning right now. Like he really is in mid card hell right now. You know, I heard AJ wants to win the title one more time before he retires. So hopefully we see AJ with the title next year sometime. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind him being champ one time. So we'll see what happens with that. But I see other people being champ before him. I see Randy Orton getting the title shot eventually. I see, of course, Cody winning because something happened in that statement on Friday with Cody, The Rock, Roman, and Seth. Now, before I go into any of that, Seth, I usually don't say anything about how he's dressed, right? Like I don't have a deal. I don't have a problem with what he wears and stuff like that. I don't. But in this case, maybe it was too far. He had this big ass black jacket on, and who's gonna take him serious then? Like he needs to understand that he's gonna be in the main event of this stuff now. Alright, and it's on SmackDown and on Raw. So he needs to dial it back a little. Alright, they still finna sing his songs. Alright, we haven't taught him called him the drip god in a minute. That hasn't came out of anybody's mouth in a minute. Corey Graves included. Alright, Michael Cole or anybody ain't we call him, like he needs to tone that shit down a minute. Like just tone it down. Just tone it down some. And like and Friday it broke the camel's back. So like he needs to tone just tone it down just a little bit of stuff. Just a little. Ain't nobody telling you gotta change everything. Tone it down a little stuff. Just a little. Like please, dog. I mean, because he makes it easy for somebody to come at him and make fun of him. Now, him telling the Rock to shut the hell up, kudos. But back to this statement. So, Cody has to win now. Like, Cody has to win the title now. Because The Rock and the Roman both said it. If Cody don't win, this is it. He can't ever he can't ever get another title shot. So this is it. Like there's no ifs and buts. He has to win now. Like this is a must. Like this is a must thing that he has to win now. It has to be him winning now. It can't be what if or if he gets screwed again. No, he has to win now. Ain't no ifs buts about it. He has to win now. Hey, like this is his opportunity to win because he has to win now. Like The Rock and Roman shouldn't have said that because now I thought he was gonna win regardless, but once you put them terms on paper or on the mic, that he can't lose. If he loses, that's it. All right, then that's it. Like, he has to win because he already had this situation happen to him in AEW. That if he lost, he couldn't challenge for the world title anymore. All right, and he regretted that shit. Even saying that, because then he couldn't. So that's why he won the TNT title so many times. Like, he had to make that his world title situation because he didn't want to renege on what he said. So he has to win at Mania now. Because if he doesn't win that is it. That is it. He can't finish the story then if that's the case. So I guess that's what, like, he gotta win. He gotta win. Finally got some Dragon Lee wrestling back in it. Like, after he lost at NXT, it's like they didn't know what to do with him. So he won, and then he got beat down by not Andrade, Escobar in his group. So I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is Dragon Lee's gonna join Laredo, which is cool. I mean, see, this is why Andrade didn't want to go to SmackDown. This is why, alright? Because he didn't want to get dragged to this LWO situation because it's all Mexicans, or not Mexicans. It's all Latinos over there, alright? And he didn't want to get put in the same category, so he went to Raw. So now Dragon Lee's gonna get dragged into this, but it's better than nothing. All right, and they don't have time to put him in a different kind of story, line, because the Mania is right around the table. They don't got time to jumble him somewhere else, so they're putting him in this LWO situation, So, but we'll see. Hey, look, at least he's back on TV. And he won the match. It don't like he jobbed. He didn't job. He got beat up afterwards. I rather, if it's me to hire a gun, I'd rather be on the show and win my match and get beat up afterwards. Not lose then get beat up. No, nah. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. But at least he's back on TV. Shawn Spears. It's in NXT. And they let him keep his name. And I'm mad at his music and his gimmick. The chairman. Whole thing was on NXT. The whole 9 yards. It was like a watered down Cody situation happened. So, good for him. I don't know how long the push don't last, but good for him. Dom got married over the weekend too. And I don't know who all was there. Like, I don't know who all was there, because every time I see more and more pictures going around. So from what I seen at first, I seen fucking Rooster. At first I seen Rhea. Who was it? Rhea, Damian Priest, and Austin Theory. Those are the pictures going around mostly. But I know Ray was there. His mom was there. That's a given. Escobar was there, and Bronson Reed was there. But so I don't want to say some people wasn't there, because the fact that as the day goes by, besides I don't see it from Dom stuff. Like he's not. I guess he's not like a I guess he's not a social media guy because I'm seeing pictures from other people besides him. And every time somebody who was there, uh, they show pictures because I didn't know Bronson Reed was there until yesterday. I didn't know that Escobar was there until like a couple of days ago. So, you know, that's good. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. Um, Sorry about the background, y'all. Just bear with me on that. So saying that, I'm looking forward to Raw tonight because I want to see who wins that. I want to see who wins wins that gauntlet match. Because it's down to Sammy and it's down to Sammy and what's his name? Chad Gable. It's down to them two. So I can't see any. I can't see Shinsuke or JD Madonna or Ricochet or who else is in this match? Bronson Reed. I can't see them winning. It's coming down to Sammy and Chad Gable. One of those are gonna win it tonight. All right, and we go from there. I heard Punk is gonna be in his hometown for one of these Raws coming up. I heard. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Make sure y'all subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch EFBC. I want to get a shout out to Rio. We're here for you, dog. Watch EFBC, watch New Breed. This is the High Gun. God bless. I'm out.